Hi, it's Josh Hinds. Just want to share a quick little bit of advice that's always helped me. Um, so, and basically the idea is that no matter where you're at, whether you're working for somebody else or whatever, you want to adopt a entrepreneurial mindset, which basically means to treat the place that you are professionally as though you work for yourself. That doesn't mean that if you're working for somebody else, you don't give them 110% of your time and your effort, because, and you do, because you want to treat them just like they're your client, like they're your number one client, because essentially they are. But there are a number of other reasons you want to do this, and I'll touch on some of them here, and I'll probably come back to this topic as well. I think one of the biggest reasons is that when you have this entrepreneurial mindset, you understand, most importantly, that you're not just trading your time. It's not just about you trading your time for what you do at work professionally. You're also always trying to remember that everything you do, you want to give maximum value, that you're paid and compensated for the value that you bring to the work that you do. It's really, really important. A whole host of other things. Also, people with entrepreneurial mindset understand that they have to repeatedly stay on the top of their game. So some of the ways that you can do that very easily are, pay attention to what's important to your customers. Always be looking for ways to deliver absolute value, like I talked about, and be incredibly important to your customer or your employer. You always want to figure out how you can serve those customers, how you can connect with those customers. And another really huge thing is that what it does is it reminds you to stay on top of your game. So whatever industry or job you do, you don't want to just learn that skill and then think, okay, I'm just going to do that the rest of my life. Instead, you want to make a point of always staying on top of whatever is going on in the industry that you're in the profession that you're in within, and so that you're always the best. You're one of the people, as Earl Nightingale would say, you want to lead the field. It means you want to be one of the best in the field. And luckily, in today's environment, that's really not that difficult to do. The ability to research, whether it's on LinkedIn or just Google search or your favorite search engine, you can find everything that you want to know about a company, one that you want to, either maybe it's a client or a prospective customer or your industry. You really can be an expert, and it's going to take some time. It's going to take going above and beyond what other people are willing to do. But hey, it's when you consider how easy it is to do, and what a huge advantage it can put you in the marketplace, it's absolutely worth the effort. And I would recommend, like I do, I always take a certain amount of time towards the very beginning of my day to do just that. I'll use a tool like a feed reader tool I use, and I'll plug in industry type news sites and things like that are important to me, and I'll just check that resource. It basically pulls in different sources, different blogs, different podcasts, different things that are important, pulls them all in and curates them all together, and I can just run through those things, and it allows me to keep up with what's going on and what's most important. Helps me keep my skill sets, honed. As like Stephen Covey says, sharpen the saw. So it helps me do that. So those are just a couple of different things, ideas why it's so important, again, to have an entrepreneurial mindset. And you really, again, I can't stress this enough. You want to do this whether you're actually working for somebody else or whether you work 100% for yourself, whatever you do professionally. I first was introduced to this attitude because, if you don't know a little bit of my story, I actually started working in our family business, entrepreneurial business, that my father started when I was about 15 years old. Did telephone sales, believe it or not, and so understood and was lucky to have the importance of that entrepreneurial mindset ingrained in me. And then, of course, for years and years and years, worked exclusively for myself, and then have gone through different things where I still have parts of my life where I work for myself and also work in different capacities. So again, I can't say this enough. Really strive to have that entrepreneurial mindset. And when you have that too, then dedicate some personal and professional development time for yourself to learn about what the best entrepreneurs do and apply that in your own life. Wish you all the best. Remember, it's your life. Live big.